So we are at a lovely little cafe. We've just been to the garden centre, a big lovely garden centre, and you see little chickens here, and we're having a coffee and tea and freshly made cake by the madame. And it's a lovely little place. I would recommend, if you're visiting here, I'll give you a name in a moment. We'll see what else she does. Rosie's enjoying the pussycat.
Oh, magnolia.
Magnolia, yes. And the coffee. In fact, the lady turns out to be Scottish, but has been in France a long time. And this is good gâteau?
Very good.
Yes. And she will do meals especially to order if you ring up beforehand. Steaks, moules of frites and all sorts of lovely things. So we will certainly be coming back here. So you run chambre d'hôte here, or just the gîte?
Just the gîte.
And then the cafe and the restaurant, yes. And you're open just at the lunch times or the evening as well?
Not open from 8 in the morning until the last person goes, whether it's 8, 9, 10 or 11.
Oh, so you can book of an evening, yeah. It's very, very beautiful, and we will recommend you certainly. Your homemade cake was lovely, and you speak English and French, so which is useful for the visitors. And we'll bring some clients back, I think, to paint, because you've invited us to paint in your gardens, which will be very nice. So yes, we hope we see you again as well. And they have a restaurant inside too. Very atmospheric. Very nice too for the winter. So it's very comfortable, and the kitchen looks delightful and clean. And very back, a deer is here. Just come to check out the slipway down here, and there's enough water to get down, no trouble at a later stage. I'll be able to launch the boat here again. Well, we just arrived in Argenton, and we brought the paintings for the summer show at the gallery here. A grey day today, not like the paintings. This one I want to try as well. Oh, this one? No, for this one, the first one. So we just need some more string out. So the exhibition is up here. I think it looks quite nice in here. Of course, once I know what's here, I can always come back and with a list of prices later. That's okay. Nice up there.
Yeah, it
doesn't
does. It looks super.
Nobody else has got, but nothing else.
Yeah.
So here's Ian and Jane, who have now arrived and come for their first meal here. And they saw me from YouTube, what, a year or two ago now, must be.
It'll be a year next week or the week
Not long
after,
ago, was
since
that?
we came on the viewing trip.
Yeah, that's great. And you've actually bought a place here now and enjoying life, living here full
Thanks to
time.
you, Peter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Otherwise, we'd have never known it existed.
No, it is.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
We watched
And we're going to go fishing together. We're going to do all sorts, aren't we? Be good.
sorts,
Yeah. Hi guys. I'm having at last a meal together again. But these guys wouldn't be here without it. So, but lovely to have you all here together again. We're just serving up, and we've got one of our curry evenings again. I said we'd do it at 7:30.
Bonsoir à tous. Merci d'être présents pour le lancement de cette nouvelle saison culturelle de Fresline Village d'artistes. Vous êtes relativement nombreux, c'est bien, avec quelques visages nouveaux inconnus, et quelques collègues des communes voisines. Merci de leur présence. Donc en effet, il y a 130 ans, et puis un mois environ, sur l'invitation de Maurice Rollina, par l'entreprise Freslinois, Vivre à Fresline, pour voir qui qui a immigré ici. C'est une chance, un honneur, je pense qu'on peut dire, les poètes, les musiciens.
C'est très illimité. Alors, je vais faire court. Donc l'espace dans lequel vous vous trouvez aujourd'hui va démarrer sa saison, on va dire, surmenée à partir de la fin du mois de juin. C'est un hommage.
Merci. Donc je suis un peu plus à l'aise avec mes pinceaux, mes couteaux qu'avec la parole, mais enfin bon, oui, moi pour l'occasion, les 130 ans de l'avenue de Moyen à Fresline, je vais vous présenter une exposition de vous à moi, Monsieur Monet. Bien évidemment.
Bonjour à tous. Alors cette année, comme les années précédentes, nous allons proposer.
There's always work to do, and the electricity board have been today and been chopping down a load of the edges of the trees, and it's our responsibility to have to get rid of the stuff, and so we've got this huge bonfire to do on the quiet sometime, and a bit of work there to clear the garden up. Well, let's catch up with what's happening then. The wisteria is just coming out now. The silver birch has come into leaf. Light shining down through here tonight through the cherry blossom. Apple trees are now coming into full bloom. I have to decide where I'm going to paint. Lovely pink here of the apple blossom against the whiter cherry, which is tempting for a painting. And like snow, the blossom is in the gentle breeze dropping down out of the sky onto the lawn. Early butterflies are coming out. I've seen red admirals, blue butterflies, orange tips, even a swallowtail today, brimstones, Many sorts already, this early warmth. And of course the spring birds are all singing so beautifully. Not sure what the name of this tree is, but the beautiful pink flower coming out in it again. You get the hot tub out soon. The owl I've just done for Anne-Marie is finished. She found us still on the road and said would I do it for her, so little tawny owl I've just done. Meanwhile, back in the potager of an evening, going to relax. Garden's all planted up and the first seeds are coming through. You can see here the little line of radish that are coming through, and cabbages are doing well, and there's also some beetroot seeds coming through here now. Obviously the salad in the background, and I've got a lot of flower plants in, traditional English flower plants now to give a nice flower garden. The mice did a lot of damage in here and ate a lot of my seeds. I'm hoping I can pick up and get going again with the maize and runners and so on that they've already eaten. Here we can sit here in the corner, look out over the garden growing. Meanwhile, down in the cellar, our bat is still alive and doing well on its own. It never did get a friend with it, but if we find it down in here, it's up in the corner here. Just up here, look, hanging there, all alone, but cosy in the cellar. No mushrooms yet. Nope. Look at the wonderful blues and the shadows on the white blossom here, and then the warmth of the sun coming through. It's rather lovely. We invited over to Ian and Jane's to see their new house today, and a lovely place it is too. And here's Ian, and he's going to show me one of his fishing spots. And here comes a pussycat too. Hello pussycat. We've got lovely gardens here, beautiful house. Haven't been here long, but they've certainly made a difference. And what views. The neighbours, beautiful French house. And the bluebells are out. We'll be painting those this next week. Big old oak trees.
I'll put the fishing stuff down.
There's a lovely painting already. That'll make a smashing painting. But yes, stone cliffs coming down to the riverside through all these lovely trees. Lovely walks. What's down there? Something's moving about down there. Well, sound of the weir in the background. We'll drop a line in here and just see what happens, and then we'll go below the weir. All very paintable, isn't it? Cora would have loved it here. Yeah, we'll set up with just drop a worm in for the moment, I think, because we can do it. We've got 2 rods, just have a little go in this lovely deep water here. Be a bit of fun. Stick a nice juicy worm on there, and we'll drop that in at about 5 foot at the minute and go a bit deeper in a moment. Tangled up at the minute, I think. Let's get some fish going. Get some maggots out there and see if we can get some interest going. Try some maggots on then. Nice if we get something here, but we're not that bothered for the first time. Yeah, that's just something having a go at the worm. It's a little touch. Just had one little bite on the maggot and we've had a touch on the worm, but nothing serious yet. No, he's let go. So it must be very small fish or gudgeon or something, because they've let go again, haven't they? Oh no. Yeah, we're on. Ah! Whatever it was, it's off. Yep. Yep, we're in this time. What have we got? Oh, it looks like a chub or a... Don't know what that is yet. Is it a trout? We don't know. We'll have a look at that and see. I think it's a chub. Where's my net? Here we are. Oh, don't get too tangled up in the other one. There we go. Let's see what we've got. Oh, it looks like a little rainbow, isn't it? Oh, I haven't quite enough extended there. Oh, come on. Well, it's a trout, and it looks like a brook trout of all things. It's not a rainbow, or it's not a brown, I don't think. It looks like a brook trout, which they put in here, so that's rather fun, isn't it? What a beautiful little fish. Look at that, how pretty that is. Yes. Brook trout. Little dragonfly look on there, marvellous. Yes. Come on, off you go. like the dales, isn't it? Back here at the chateau, just have a look at the pond. It's still very cold, but I've seen a larger fish moving already. Can have a little go down here. Got the wrong tackle with me, but after I fished up with Ian, let's have a little go here. Here we are back out again, see if there's anything. We'll take a worm out here. These branches have grown over a bit and need clearing back a bit again. We'll just give it a go and see. Lovely spot, isn't it? Get some maggots on this one and try them for a small roach. Right. Still something there, yeah. It's only a tiddler, but I say we wouldn't be water licked. Now, what's that then? That's a little chevenne, a little chub. Well, I think that's it for a first day down here now. Beautiful though it is, I don't think the carp are going to feed today. It's too cold and there's not much moving. One little chub and a nibble, but I think it's time to go back now. This pussycat has come to enjoy the fish head from that nice trout I just caught. You enjoy that, pussycat? That's eating my birds at the bird table, isn't it? Is that yummy? Really, that's a treat, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Look at this pink tree now, the sun's on it. Well, Anne-Marie wanted a couple of door wedges making, so I've just whipped a couple off on the bandsaw and with the sander. Exciting, isn't it? Right. That's it. Oh, it's a nice one.
Ruby, oi, calm down.
Absolutely wonderful one. Hey. Right. Oh, that's a bit of that beauty, eh? Oh. Wow. Right. So just lay the rod down there by the net, or the bag. That's it. And we'll bring him over to the bag.
Looking like a fishing trip.
You just hold that net there a minute. Can you get the hook out? Do you think? Just push it outwards. Just your finger in the crook of the hook and just push him. That's it, like that. Yeah. Can you do it? Yeah. That's it. Just lay it by the float. Right. Now lay the net down. This one totally on his own. Yeah, and what a beauty. A bit higher. That's it. And out a bit towards me. Right. Well done. You pleased with that?
Yeah, I got the first one.
Are you getting hooked on fishing now already? And we'll put the net back in with him. That's it. Dan's learned how to cast well already, that's it. So yeah, you see the bread out there, Dan, you want to be casting next to that because that's where the fish will be. On that rod, take him in net.
Ruby.
Okay.
Yeah, take the hook out of the net and then take the fish with the net back to the water gently. That's it, make sure you don't tread on. Take your time, never rush with the fishing. You tread on a rod, you tread on a hook or something, that's it.
Lovely.
That's the way. There we go then, my first one for the day. So Dan's got his own now. The first time he's netted one himself, so he's learning. Bringing it up to the mat now. Come on, you've got to tell me you're hooked on fishing now, Dan. It's not so bad, is it?
Yeah, it's not too bad actually.
You're enjoying it.
Oh, shut up. Go
Oh,
on,
haven't
Pete,
you
gotta
caught
catch
one
some.
yet, Pete? Oh, you're not doing it the same as I'm telling them?
I haven't put any bait on.
Lovely. Okay, back in you go. And just wind up a bit and down to it. That's it. That's enough now. No more, because you'll have too much line and you won't be able to net it. You'll find yourself struggling. So you've got to judge the amount of line you've got out between you and the fish. Keep the fish's head in the water. Put the net in and bring the fish over the net. Yeah. So bring him up to the bag. Not a bad little one.
Come on, Clippery.
And there we are. Ian's got another nice one. Well done, Ian. Happy with that?
Yep,
Got him
lovely.
going now. So Pete's at last caught one, and it's a huge one.
No, he hasn't. Oh, look at it. Bloody
Not
Imagine that, the size of luncheon meat I had on. That'd be bloody ridiculous. They've probably been nibbling at it for ages. Yeah.
yeah, Dan's in again. He's just showing Pete how it's done. Take your time, it's a big one, take your time. Just play him out gently, otherwise the hook will pull out. You won't break your line, but the hook will pull out. There you are, your biggest ever coal. This will make a nice photograph. That is a lovely fish. That's about 7 or 8 pounds. Yeah, that's a lovely fish. Come on then, Dan, come on. We'll put him back in now. And that, you know the fight you got from that, so you think what the big ones are going to do.
Far from his area.
Fish, that is. That's going to be the fish of the day, Dan. That's a lovely fish. Well, that is a biggie. My word. It's a lovely fish. Dan's into it today. He's got the technique. That is a beauty. That's a good 10 pound. It's a good 10 or 12 pound, mate. So steady, keep your rod up. Very gently. That is a beauty. Yay! It's a beautiful fish. Oh, bloody hell! Are you pleased with that or what? No, it's Right. You ready? Let's get him up and hold him out this time. That's up high. That's it. Lovely. That is a smashing fish, Dan.
Beautiful, brilliant.
Yeah, put him back in then and back in the net. Well done, Dan. About 2 or 3 pound. Do. Sweet little fish. There we go.
In nice condition, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They fight well in here, yeah. The fish ran into his hook. Takes 2 of them to get it out though.
water's just gone down. Yeah, dream on, mate.
Different sizes are already pre-drilled.
Excellent, thank you.
Another small but healthy carp, that's right. So we are now at Argenton and my exhibition is on. So we have some cafe scenes of mine here. And here. We're just waiting for the gallery to open. Now at the house of Mitch, who has just come to the door, bearing gifts.
Oh, thanks. I have oh shit.
So Mitch has done lots of work here, taking out a wall here, and she's busy still working and turning it into a lovely home. So Mitch's house, which is actually very nice for the price she paid, which is very low. We found this for her with an acre of ground. It also has all of this land with it, which you would pay a lot for in England, but it's been very good here. And this huge barn as well. So as we can see, she's made a little garden, which shows you what one lady on her own can do at the moment. Dug all this in my rotavator, and she's doing really well here. Her husband comes back in June to join her. So we go down to see the bluebells down the track. Good, the rain has brought the water up a bit, so now it's much higher than it was, which would be better for the fishing. Let's go and see the bluebells. This year is not so good. Maybe it's been too dry. So I'm not sure it's worth painting them this year, which is a pity.